How are y'all?
Good.
Good to see y'all.
Start with Ryan.
Caleb, just first couple months on campus, what's it been like, the transition from high school to this program, and what's been kind of the biggest adjustment for you so far?
It's been really fun the way they lay it out. They allow you just to be able to come in, be able to meet everybody, be able to have fun while doing it. It's not like it is a job, but it's something that you love. So they make it where it's fun, and you're like learning a lot. So, but the hardest adjustment I would say for me would be just the speed of the game and being able to pick up different keys because it's so much happening at once. But you just can't catch yourself ball watching. So.
Adam and then Aaron.
Yeah, I'm curious to know if you guys are encouraged to be vocal. A lot of times it's supposed to be the older guys talk, the younger guys be quiet. Or is that the case? Do they encourage you guys to communicate?
They encourage everybody to communicate. They actually had a group of people called the program. They're ex-military guys, and they work on accountability and being able to be vocal, not demeaning, but being able to like demand in a way. That way you can encourage those, no matter what level you are, how old you are. So that way you can always like look out for everybody. So.
Caleb, you played a little bit of everything, kind of all over the place in high school. Focusing in on one position right now, has that been easier? Has that been a nice adjustment?
Yeah, it's been easier, but it's so much. I guess we're so many installs and coverages. It's almost like I'm doing the same thing, but I'm just focused on this right now. So it does make it easier. I couldn't imagine playing all those positions in college and having to learn all the formations. That'd be quite a bit, but yeah, it's been a bit easier, but also challenging at the same time.
We'll go to Rob here. Get a mic to you.
Caleb, you just mentioned the speed of the game, and most of the time when freshmen come in, they're talking about just the other athletes around them, being better, bigger, stronger, faster. But here, as a defense player, what's it been like to adjust to how fast the offense goes, how so many times it plays?
Well, today was more of like a true day where, I got the whole offense in front of me. So, and on top of that, Coach Heupel loves his fast offense. So, they're always working on speed and efficiency. So I think it's really good. I think it prepares the defense well, especially for game time situations. So when they get in, they're more comfortable, feel like they have more time. They get mentally what they're doing, pick up on keys, so they're just ready to rock and roll.
From here to Vince. Only one mic.
Did I answer your question, by the way? Is that good? Okay.
Give us a little breakdown of your linebacking room. What some guys that stand out to you and how that experience has been.
There's any of the older guys, honestly, Jeremy Banks, Aaron Beasley, all those guys, Juju, they all just take the responsibility of just being able to hold us accountable, making sure they're looking out for us. And, if they see something that we could do better or they feel that we can just kind of improve on, they'll, tell us, oh, why don't you try this or so, look out for you. And then, we always we meet on the side extra with Coach Rob, to make sure we go over film study, no matter, even if they've been 4 years, they can always improve as well. So I think that's the coolest thing is being able to just meet with everybody and always just improve as a group together. So yeah, everyone's been awesome.
Brent to the left.
Caleb, have you set goals for yourself this fall? What are your expectations for yourself in year one of this program?
Just to be able to learn the speed of the game, it's SEC football, it's college football. So just being able to get used to the game speed and, be able to improve overall, just in the classroom, on the field, with the coaches and all that. And just be able to be in that position to be ready whenever they need me. So.
Zach in the back.
Caleb, your bio says you like building computers in your free time. I guess how'd you kind of get into that? And have you learned anything from that hobby that's kind of translated to the football field at all?
Honestly, I got into it because I had a friend who had a computer and I thought it was really interesting. And my brother, he's actually an engineer. He's a chemical engineer. And so he's kind of had an idea about it, and I just kind of shot the gun one Christmas and, kind of dispersed it out to different people. And that's how I kind of built my own computer. And, other friends, so they need help, I do that. But I would say maybe just being able to look up stuff online and stuff. That's kind of how I learned how to do it myself. I just watch YouTube, and you can always go on YouTube and learn how to do anything basically. But I don't know if there's any direct correlation, but maybe some little things I just haven't noticed.
Wes. I guess for audio we need
imagine that part of you knew it would be like this at the college level, but going from being a guy who you're the first through every rep, probably you're never having to worry about how much you're going to play, going to the back of the line to start again as a freshman, what's that process like mentally of getting used to that and kind of working your way back up?
I think number one, I think it's, I wasn't saying like being boastful, but I think it's a really good humbling experience because you get to learn from those who've been through it, and you can go up still and make mistakes, and I think that kind of just shows where you're at mentally. If you're not focused completely, you're going to go out there and make a mistake, even though you've had 4 guys go before you. So that's an important thing, and I think it's just going to be good. It's going to allow me to learn more, be able to see those ahead of me who've been through it, so who've had the experience.
Back to Patrick.
Caleb, you just finished your first college practice. How was it? Was it what you expected? Was there anything that surprised you, or was it just football practice?
Honestly, it was just football practice. Something you love, something you get to learn. There's always something new you can learn about every day, and I think that's the fun thing about it is you might make a mistake, you might get chewed out, but they do it in your best interest because they know you can do better. They love you and appreciate you, and they just want the best. So, but it was really fun. Maybe it's not the hardest day, but I had a good time. Definitely a lot to learn from today by itself, and it's crazy just to be able to see that. So.
Did you make any freshman mistakes hit you out at all, or did you have any good plays that come to mind?
Yeah, I've had some good plays. Before even today, we've had like 707s, and I've had like a deflect that got like an interception. But today, just really the big thing was just hustling to the ball. That's what Coach BJ preaches on. Even if you make a mistake 110%, But, I did get chewed out like one time just because I wasn't there mentally, and, I got to stay focused more. But, that's just part of the game, and, I'm learning that I just got to be focused mentally so when I'm called up, I can just be ready to go.
Last one for me. You guys get to learn a little bit of defense over the course of the summer. Are you a guy that finds it easy to sort of translate watching film, what you guys go over in the classroom and lead to the field, or is that something that's maybe more difficult for you?
Well, honestly, going from high school, you just kind of watch film. You might talk for about 30 minutes or so. But going here, Coach BJ, your first day, we had like 10 installs. And my friend Ben Bolton and I, we were just, after we got done, we just looked at each other like, holy crap, this is so much. Because he was talking to us like we've been here for 4 or 5 years. And I was like, goodness. So we're like, we got to meet with Coach Rob like separate. So, but yeah, it's easy to pick up on. Honestly, we like to do it in a way of categorizing it. So that way you can see, ZP2, which would be like zone pressure 2, you can categorize that, and you'd be like, oh, okay, that goes there, have like a similar idea what you're doing, and go from there. But it's been fun.
A lot of the veteran players and coaches always talk about culture, especially now under Josh Heupel and the staff. What does culture at the University of Tennessee look like to you being fairly new?
I would say the culture here is just holding yourself to a higher standard and being more than just a football player, translating who you are as a person on the field and off the field, and being able to be accountable and be respectful. Because, you could be a great football player, but if you just have a terrible attitude, what's the point? No one's going to want to coach you. No one's going to be around you. So Coach Heupel has definitely did a great job of just bringing in guys who just have great culture, great character. Everyone's so welcoming. Everyone's willing to help. And, it's great to just be able to walk in every day and have the opportunity to be here.
Anything else for Caleb? We'll finish with Brian.
Weight-wise, how much have you added a lot since you got here, or how much bigger have you gotten, and what's been kind of the focus for you, just kind of getting ready physically?
So when I got in, I was about 224, 225. I kind of fluctuate from there. I'm about 228 right now. So the goal weight for me is about 230, 235. That way I can just still be able to move and have my speed. But, yeah, it definitely can add up quick. Their gainer shakes are crazy. It's a lot, but they're definitely putting it on you quick, but in a good way though. So.
Thank you.